Hello everyone, I hope you've had a great day so far and that you're doing well. For this video we'll be going through an unboxing of the Aston Martin DB5 set 76911, and this is from the LEGO Speed Champion series released this year in the third quarter, this year being 2022. So the Aston Martin DB5 is part of the Speed Champions attempt to move into some cinematic iconic vehicles. The first one being the Dodge Charger from Fast and the Furious, and the Aston Martin here is of James Bond fame, as indicated by the 007. So this is the second of the movie-centric cars. Hopefully there'll be a few more yet to come. I did have the weird realization that between this and the Dodge Charger, there are also Speed Champion scale of the same vehicles that have been done elsewhere. I think the Aston was a Icon set and the Charger might have been a Technique set, but it was just interesting to have that weird realization that these two vehicles are the Speed Champion scale versions of the same vehicles that have been done elsewhere. So I don't know if it's easier for LEGO to then do Speed Champion versions of vehicles they have already done, in which case we will probably see, or hopefully see, a Batman vehicle. Probably the recent one, maybe not the original Keating. We actually might see the original, but I don't think, no, I take that back. It has been made into a LEGO set, so be interesting to see. Plus there are other things like the Ecto one, Optimus Prime. So yes, who knows? We might see some interesting movie-centric vehicles come through in the line in the next few years. Anyway, now weird speculation aside, because that's already chewed up some film time. So here we have the front of the Aston Martin DB5 box, the Aston itself, and I have realised this is probably going to be the first one that is right-hand drive. Goes to show they are being somewhat realistic in that sense. So that's the front of the box. Side of the box, just another shot of the Aston. Top of the box will have a side-on view and a one-to-one of a wheel. Cannot confirm if it will be rubber or not. I hope it is, but we'll find out soon enough. In terms of the back of the box, so there's the Aston itself as it appeared. So we have a bit of a shot trying to mimic that particular view, and a rear shot of the DB5. Very cool. Very cool. In fact, I do hope we get a few more 007 themed cars, only because there's going to be one per every single movie. And there were some very nice ones. So that's a look of around the box. I will pop open the tabs. Being Speed Champions, it should be 2 bags, the manual, and a sticker sheet, which I suspect will be the case, just gauging by some of these stickers on the front and the side. And with everything now out of the box, here we have the front of the manual, nice and flat, of the DB5 in the new style of manuals, as well as the minifig of James inside. Back of the manual, usual product feedback. And as always, bag number 1 build the base and the rear of the DB5. Bag number 2 will build everything else. And there is James with a spanner. I get why they do it that way, but it's James Bond. Could have given him a gun. Although in saying that, I did see a video somewhere, I think there is with some of the leftover parts you could create a makeshift pistol. Anyway, starting with bag number 1, we'll use the usual base plate and progress the build through. I suspect this will probably be done in about 20 steps. I'm not half wrong. I'm not half right either. Getting it. Some of the stickers being applied, which is to be expected. Still building up the rear of the DB5. There will be some bits that will have pre-printed items on them already, like these rear headlights, which is cool. Interesting to see how the interior looks as well. Gosh, the rear is quite involved. And there you go, 44 steps to the first bag. Step 45 will commence bag number 2. I guess we can just race through these a little bit. Now I do want to try and get to the step that has the front license plate. Okay, maybe they'll mention it at the end of the manual. And it's still going through, so up to step 69, to the 70s. Holding some nice little detail there. Oh, I wonder if that means that his bonnet will be able to pop up. Still going through some of these details. I'm actually quite surprised with some of these details. By the way, assuming there is going to be a spare of that, that is the piece in question that looks like it could be done as a makeshift pistol. In case anyone was wondering. Doing the top of the car. Looks like the wheels actually may be proper tires. Aha! And I think this is quite cool. I obviously noticed it on the sticker sheet, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be referenced. I'm glad LEGO do this. So you'll have some spare, well, 8 of these included bits to basically put on the stickers for alternate plates. So just like he does in the movie, you can switch over the plates for the DB5. I thought that was very cool. Pop the top on, pop James inside, and there you go, a completed DB5 Aston Martin. And then the rest of the Speed Champions line, which we have seen before. So with the Aston now wrapping up the 2022 line. So I've built, as of this video, started building. This video is obviously this one, and this is another Aston Martin set. So what will be done is the Charger will be done and built. I'll circle back to a previous twin Dodge set, which also had another Charger Dodge type vehicle, and then I'll come back to the Astons and basically do 3 Astons back to back, probably starting with the DB and then working my way through to the other Astons, although at the same time maybe I should do them first because they did come out earlier in the year, so they probably have another 6 to 9 months before retirement, give or take. And parts list. Okay, so that was the manual. So that's going to be a bit of a longer video than I was expecting. In terms of the stickers, so there is the sticker sheet. In fact, maybe I'll do it this way. So everything on the left up until about that black line is pretty much stock standard build for the DB5. And then the rest, as I mentioned earlier, and the book actually does go through, the stickers for alternate license plates. Very cool. Very, very cool. I will say I do quite like how they've done some of these little knick-knack type gimmicks for these movie-centric vehicles. So hopefully that'll be a sign of things to come. So that was the sticker sheet. End of the bags. So bag number 1, as we are accustomed to for all Speed Champions. Looks like there will be... So there'll be the usual 2 small bags in there. The base plate is now actually included within the bag. I do remember when it used to be a free floating piece. In terms of the colours, predominantly black, silver and grey, which is to be expected, and you do have some other colours in there. That was bag number 1. And lastly, bag number 2. And yes, they are rubber tyres. So that's actually quite nice that they've done that for the DB5 and not used plastic. There will also be at least 1 small bag in there, and we will have custom rims. Very cool. So that's bag number 2. Most of that also graded. There are also some pre-printed parts in there as well. Now that I've moved it around a bit, there we go. There's a grill. And that brings us to the end of the unboxing of the Aston Martin DB5 set. I quite like the look of it, and as I mentioned, I do like how there's some extra little gimmicks involved. Obviously the downside is it's not going to be an automatic system of changing the plates, but given where the pieces are, it should be a very simple process of just taking the piece off, putting a different piece on. So definitely looking forward to building this, as well as the other 2 Astons to wrap up that. And yeah, hopefully in a few weeks' time I can actually say I am caught up with the 2022 Speed Champions, at least in terms of the build. The bit after that then is reviews, which hopefully shouldn't take too long each, because unlike a Transformer, they don't transform. Yet. Also, foreshadowing. Thank you very much for watching this video. Feel free to leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. All of this does help support the channel, and I do greatly appreciate it. Extra content can also be found in my Instagram account, link below. Stay safe and take care, and I will catch you all in the next video. See ya.